Hello. Today I'm going to show you how I made my, I got all the enchantments on, just pretend that never happened, okay? So basically, you're probably wondering how I got, God armor, you could say, with all the enchantments on it. I basically got it from a guy, but I basically kind of figured out some tips and tricks. So if you want to go watch the original video, it's in the description. This is kind of like an add-on. So what you want to do, don't mind the world. It can be any world. So what you want to do, since you're going to be converting your world to a version, I'd recommend 1.14 through 1.14.2. And you're going to get your world very much corrupted. So yeah, I'm just gonna make a new world because armor test, yay, and so yeah. So I'm just gonna create my world really quickly, and if you do, you're gonna have to get a lot of equipment. When I mean a lot, you mean you're probably gonna be working your butthole off for a good week or two. Because it's not like, oh yeah, I'm just going to get it today. Well, unless you have like 1,000 levels, or like 500 levels-ish, then you might be able to get it today. So yeah, so basically just say, oh yeah, I'm in my Minecraft world, woohoo! So this is my, yeah. So you're going to need to get some equipment. Okay, so now we're going to go enchantments. You're going to need 4 of the following enchantments. Thorns is optional, but I'd recommend getting it. And then, yeah. And so you're going to need 1 of these. And then you're going to need a full set of diamond armor. So yeah. Just gonna set it to the side. And then you're gonna, this is probably the 2 tricky parts is probably getting all the XP and the enchantments. So what you have to do is, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, you're gonna get the too expensive thing, Well, to prevent that from happening, you either have to trade with villagers or enchant to get protection 4. You can't be, don't make it so it's protection 3 plus protection 3, oh yeah. It has to be that because it has to be the exact things, so don't add all of it. Because if a book goes on the anvil, it gets more expensive. So it should be brand new, fresh. So I recommend getting, villager trades and stuff. So you can't combine, do not combine, like, all of these, like, the lower version. It has to be the maximum 5, and I mean 4 and stuff. Same for these ones too, because that's gonna prevent you from getting the cursive sign. He did not explain that in the video. So yeah, you might be able to combine like 1 or 2, but unless you want to waste a lot of levels, just trade with villagers and get the exact enchantments. So yeah, so after you got all your books, you're gonna need to get an estimated XP. You're going to need around 200 to 350 levels. 350 would probably be if you combine like 3 books or something, or if you're adding thorns. I'd recommend getting around 270 to 280-ish, because yeah, you're gonna need that much. So the best way, I recommend getting a lot of clerks, villagers, maxing them out with a bunch of zombie things, and then just trade all of them. So you get a stack every time. You can do that. I'd also recommend getting an enderman or mob farm. That's really good because you're gonna need a lot of XP. I used an enderman and a zombie farm to get that, and it took me like a week. So after you have all the equipment, here's the fun part. Okay, so now here's what you're gonna need to get the enchantment. So you're going to need to enchant repair and protection on the helmet, then combine thorns, unbreaking, blast protection, and aqua infinity onto one book together in that order, then fire protection, then projectile, then mending. And then the leggings and the chest are the same, so blast protection on the chest plate, then thorns and projectile together, then fire and breaking together, protection, then mending. And it's the same. And then for the boots, you got projectile there, fire protection there, blast protection, feather falling, and depth strider there, mending there, and then thorns and breaking protection there. And so yeah, once you get all of those, now you have all your enchantments together. So pretend I have like a house right here that you don't want to get deleted by the corruption. So oh yeah, house. Yeah. So what you want to do, I'd recommend going 1,000 blocks. So if it's on your spawn chunks, I'd recommend moving your house. I'd recommend moving your house like 1,000 blocks away. So pretend like, oh yeah, this is 1,000 blocks away. So then from that point, so say this is about 1,000 blocks, but it's really not. Then from your house, you want to go 1,000 blocks away. I don't really care about this world much, but yeah, so you kind of want to go like for a remote location, 1,000 blocks away somewhere. Here, I'm just gonna make it peaceful. So yeah. And so then you want to save and quit your world. Now you want to boot up your version in 1.14.2 and play that exact world. And as it says, corruption, so just load it. And when you get in, okay, make sure to remember your coordinates and stuff, so if you run out of levels. So then, you're going to want to take your fire book and your projectile, combine them together. Then you want to take your helmet and do that. Then you want to take your thorns book, do that, and then add your mending. And if you want to name it, go ahead. Just, yeah. And so that's the helmet. So now we're going to do chest plate, which is here. And so now for this, you want to do thorns and the fire book together. And then, wait here, I gotta do something really quickly. Then you want to put that and that together. And then you want to do the protection, and then mending, and if you can name it if you want. And then the same thing for the leggings. You want to do that plus that, put that in, that plus that, and plus that, and then, and now, finally, the boots. The boots. Crocs, whatever you want to call them. Now, for this, wait here. Someone's texting me. Okay, sorry about that. Then you want to take your shoes. Then you want to take the fire book, or fire protection. And then the boots plus this. Then plus, oh no, I'm doing it the wrong way. Plus the thorns and breaking, then the mending book, and that's how you get all the things. And then if you wanna save the anvil, just break all these blocks, then save and quit. And then here's the video if you want. Again, it's going to be in the link in the description. So yeah, there's that. And now we're going to boot up our launcher again. Go to the latest version. If it wants to load today, here it is. Sorry, my windows are killing me. And now we boot it up in the latest version. It normally does take a little bit to load. So yeah. And when you get in, it's gonna look a little weird. Now that you're in your latest version, you can turn your render distance back up again. And you'll notice that your surroundings, they look a little weird, I'd say. As long as you're like not near the area, you should be fine. And so yeah, this is the area where it got corrupted. This is my spawn chunks. And as you can see, if you remember from my Hello Java, this is the exact same spot because it's floating. If I do /seed, it says 0. So yeah. And then what you have to do is take a smiting table and where is right here, and then sorry about that, and then you put that in and you and as you can see, if we go to survival inventory, it's got everything. So that's how I made my guard armor. Link the original video, link in the description, but that's basically updated. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed.